bought a DJI Ronin-S. So all those clips you just saw were shot on this. This is the DJI Ronin-S. And what it is, it's a 3-axis gimbal, which means it has a motor here, here, and here. Now what these 3 motors do is that they stabilize your camera to get as smooth, steady shots as possible. So as you can see, I can twist it, I can go back and forth, and I can go up and down. And yet it keeps the camera incredibly still and steady and smooth. So I bought this gimbal for 2 main reasons. And the first reason being that I just wanted to step up my game. I felt like I'd hit a point where I couldn't quite improve that much more. Like I'd hit the point where I was doing everything I could with the equipment I had, and I just wanted to try something that seemed a little more professional, such as a gimbal. And the second reason being that I've been doing a lot more freelance work recently. And earlier this summer, I shot a friend's wedding, and the one major problem that I had was that all my footage was really shaky, even though I was using like a steady cam. So I thought that was when I realized I need to get a gimbal. Now, I want to rant about gear for a little bit, because every single successful filmmaker seems to preach the exact same thing, that gear does not matter. And I completely disagree. I think gear absolutely does matter. I say that with a grain of salt. I think gear matters to an extent, and it's not necessarily that gear does not matter, and not necessarily that gear is the only thing that matters. I think it's a combination of different things, and not just the fact that gear does not matter. Now, to say why I think gear matters is very simple for me. It's cut and dry. Can you imagine my videos, my vlogs, without a drone? Without any drone shots? I'll wait. If you answered no, then you are correct. Because in the last 100 videos I have put out, 93 of them, 93% have had drone shots in them. And the main reasons the other 7 didn't was because, well, 2 of those I couldn't because I didn't have a drone because this happened. So the whole reason I'm bringing this up is to prove that gear does matter. You can't really imagine my videos without drone shots. You can't get drone shots without, well, a drone or helicopter or something like that. Now, there's a saying I very much instead prefer over the gear does not matter. It's pretty much along the lines of what Tony Stark says to Spider-Man.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it, okay? God, I sound like my dad.
If you're nothing without the suit, then you don't deserve it. If you're nothing without the gear, you don't deserve it. And I prove my point about that is that I still do hikes with or without the drone. The drone just helps tell my story. It helps show where I am. The drone has become an essential piece of equipment to tell my story, to show my videos. But I didn't always have a drone, and I didn't always have this camera, and I didn't always have this Ronin. In fact, when I started vlogging, I started with this thing. I started with a GoPro and a tiny gimbal. It's like I've come full circle. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because some people definitely seem to think that having gear will kind of instantly make you, well, a better photographer or a better filmmaker, which it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Because when I first got this camera, I sucked with it. When I first got my drone, I sucked with it. And I know for a fact, right now using this Ronin, that I currently suck with it. And I know this partially because a lot of my shots don't quite look as good as I'd hoped they'd be, or as other filmmakers show them to be. And now that I have spent so much time with this camera, with my drone, and hopefully soon with this Ronin, it'll become an essential piece of telling my story, of creating my videos. Also, for anyone that might be watching this wanting to become a better filmmaker and thinking that getting gear is gonna make you better, it will not, but it will open more opportunities for you to become better, which is the main reason I think most people do get gear. So that's my, my little 2 cents on gear. Now, to really test out this Ronin, I wanted to do, thinking, oh, I want to do like a hike, but then I was like, nah, it's not gonna happen because I want to get this video out sooner. Luckily though, I take so long to edit that I've filmed several other vlogs that are yet to come out. So luckily I have 3 more videos I can draw from to really show you guys what vlogging with this Ronin is like. But the main portion of this vlog is going to be going to the dredge, which we're gonna do right now.
There's a reason they call it Hill 2. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
That's what he's gonna do in the room right after you give birth.
2, 1. Yeah.
Throw one higher.
That was pretty good. Alright, so we are out here at the dredge. The dredge is this super big old gold digger. That's why there's all these little lakes. We actually came ice skating here last year, which was pretty fun. And we've climbed around, we've climbed up to the top before. I figured this would be a good place, good spot to test out the Ronin. Because I want to test this out with many different varieties as possible and really get used to vlogging with it. That's the main thing I want to try to figure out, is how can I get this thing to do everything I already do, but with this to get really smooth, steady shots. Yeah, it's really slippery. You gotta be careful, yeah. I come from a land under. Really?
That's not the song. That's the Tarzan song.
Oh my God.
We're going into the boiler room. Do you think the boiler man will be in there as the door?
There's a boiler man down there right now. Look at him.
Look at him.
He has his boiler jacket on.
Wait. Goodbye, everybody. Ha 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 ha.
Oh no.
Okay. God, friggin'. What?
Just so you know.
Oh, okay.
It was loud or it wasn't?
It wasn't loud.
Sprinkler system.
Where they stoke the fire right here. Look at that.
Wait, it looks like where everyone's
Look how huge that is. Hello.
Hello. What is this?
This is the furnace. This is where it all burns.
Separated?
Wait, this thing's supposed to float?
Yeah, it floats. What? My dad offered the dredge. Quick now we go out to it. It's floating.
Huh.
It's a big floating thing, and that's why all the compartments are separated, because if one gets punctured, then the whole thing doesn't sink. Have you called the therapist?
Alright, I think I'm gonna go up to the top. Need to go up that ladder, go up there, and then scroll all the way up to the top over there. Oh yeah.
Hey guys!
What?
I was just saying hey.
What?
I just said hey!
Hey.
My ass is cold. This metal's sucking the legitimate bejesus out of my gluteus maximus. Alright, I'm up here at the tippy top. As you can see, I'm trying not to look too much directly at the camera because I start to lose my sense of balance and whatnot. Keep my eye on the horizon, which is fantastic sunset, by the way. Look at that. Whew. But yeah, I think so far I am very pleased with this. Now this is of course my more vlogging, freestyle, guerrilla filmmaking, as I think I'd call it, type of stuff. But I'm more curious now. A big part of the reason I bought this gimbal was I want to try to do more professional work, like weddings or real estate or anything along the lines of that. That's requires something buttery smooth and professional looking. So the vlog is just to learn with it, get good with it, get cinematic, and let's see if I can translate that into some of my more professional work as well. But the sun is getting pretty low, so should probably start heading down.
Spider-Man? Yeah. That's great. So far, I think I have to say that I really am enjoying vlogging with this gimbal. It's incredibly smooth and stable. It's bringing a whole bunch of different opportunities to try different shots, to try to get different cinematic ways. And so far, actually, since I've had this, I have gotten several gigs with this, filming and making money, which is kind of a big part of the reason I got it, so that's been great. Also, I want to talk about why I decided to go with the DJI Ronin-S versus something like the Crane, which is another 3-axis gimbal which has been out for quite some time and I would say almost as equally as popular. Now, I decided to go with DJI for 3 main reasons. Reason number 1 being just purely that it's DJI and I know and trust DJI products just for the most part, except for of course when they fall out of the sky. But other than that, I do genuinely like their products. Now, reason number 2 would be that the fact that this thing can handle much more weight than most other 3-axis gimbals that are like single handheld. This I think can support up to 3.6 kilograms, which is like 7.9 pounds, I believe, which is quite a bit, a lot more than what my camera is, which is good for any time if I want to upgrade my camera or throw in a heavier, bigger lens, I'll be able to. So that's sweet. And the final reason being that I've just heard a lot about this gimbal, and I just overall heard it was really great. There is one major complaint I have about it, and that is this case. This is the case that it comes in. It's nice that it keeps it really safe and whatnot, but it's friggin' huge. I can't even put this in my backpack. It's like its own carry-on thing. So, it's arts and crafts time. Alright guys, I was gonna try to finish this whole case for the Ronin tonight, but it's taken a lot longer than I was expecting, and I really want to get this video done and out tonight, and I'm like 99% of the way done with the video, and this is like an hour and a half worth of work,
And I think you guys get the idea of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a much smaller case for the Ronin. That way I can actually travel and carry with it in a reasonable manner versus this big giant case. But yeah, I know this video ended up being a lot longer and I ranted quite a bit in this video. But if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!